Welcome. Today we also want to talk the most important topic, but this is only to selected few. The only people who is going to understand the archetypal representation of the soul are only those that have awakened, those that have looked within, those that have realized the soul inside. So once you have done all these things, you are no longer in avatar perspective or no longer in just the Zeda itself. Then you look at the parts of like looking deep down inside the Zeda and discover all these powerful archetypes. That is the archetype of Jesus, which we say is the what I'm going to explain how it is represented in your vivid awakening, how you might visualize it. And another archetype is the the devil itself, how you are going to visualize it in your vivid awakening. And the rest we are going to look up with God, how you are going to visualize it in your vivid awakening, in your meditative state. When you are doing all because remember we said the left hemispheric function of the brain is about intuitions, emotions. So you also needs to go through these states of embracing uh, the emotions and the intuition. So these apply to those who have awakened. They have integrated the internet itself. Because once the internet is part of you, then you do have meditative state. You also do have meditative states, and it brings out all the imageries you might create, all the beautiful things you might create, because it dreams. It's a living soul, it's immortal soul, so it needs to do this. It's not static. It involves as you are, as it has linked to this avatar. Just like growth happens. If it was static, then growth wouldn't have happened in the avatar. So all this helps for it to express new form. That's why we say always focus on learning, because it's only learning that your soul purifies, and it's how even your brain filter the soul itself so that it should be in a pure state, like in Christ, the right, not in God or not in the devil itself. So all these are the representation of how your soul is represented, how your soul looks like in your vivid state. Uh, in your vivid state, what I'm going to explain to you. That is how the devil look like, how uh, uh, when it's in a Christ mode, like some might call you are Jesus Christ because you were bearing, like how it looks like when you are having uh, um, the God archetype, when it has represented itself with God archetype, how you personally you can vividly look at it. When you are it has applied the devil archetype, how it is looks like and how it reflect to the world, how it represent in your vivid awakening, your conscious. We can also say in your conscious, so how you might visualize it. So this is from godofwar.com, and it's about the pieces of the soul that Maima mentioned. So godofwar.com, and the title is about the pieces of the soul that Maima mentioned. So it says, to those who don't know, turns out that is a thing in Norse mythology. So Norse mythology is more, my mythology is more of Ethiopian gods. They were the ones who have much knowledge on mythology or what it talks about. But if you guys go read about them, it's all about intuitions, what they believe in, not the truth itself. So it says this is similar to the Egyptians who also believed the soul was made up of many parts. You see, like because remember the planet is conscious, not apart from it's conscious connected to us. So as it is conscious, it means we are the one bringing change to the planet itself to help it grow, evolve, and us ourselves involve and build whatever we want to build in the process of building the divine society we want to build. So it said it has many parts. So what are those parts? Then is the once it is represented with the devil god archetype, how you might vividly visualize in your conscious. So then it's light embodied with lead, not pure light, not pure lead, in between. That is the god. In your vivid state, you might visualize it in such a way, just like the way I have put the thumbnail, where I have the good example is the thumbnail I have used in this stream, because the application I'm using, the StreamYard, doesn't uh, is not doesn't allow. I'm using a phone, so on a phone you don't do screen share. And that's why I have failed to show you the picture on how it might look like when it has occupied a God archetype in your vivid state, when you are in your meditative state, when you are embracing the left hemisphere, all the when your soul is embracing all the emotions, it creates images, it creates it might be beautiful, it might let you help in your visualizations of what might come. You see, when it's embracing all the emotions, while the light hemisphere is about mathematics, so it's about calculations. So when you are in meditative spirit, when it is embracing all the emotions, how it looks like is the what I have shown you on the thumbnail, where there is God is not pure light, it's not pure lead, it's in between. If you are meditative states on this image, you might visualize it's in me, not pure light, that is not pure uh, lead. So once it has occupied, that is a part. Once it has Christ archetype, then it's pure light, just like everything. It's pure light, innocent. Now it has nothing to that comprises, but it's in nothingness form, where it contains all the possible negative in the state of pure light. In a Christ state, it contains all the possible negatives and all the possible positives, because it's just the way it is. It is nothing else. It's but only thing that exists. And when it's in a devil archetype, then it changes, because all the frequency it has generated on the horos itself, and in a frequency domain itself, where we call it the old paradigm, because now we want new paradigm, which is the internet itself, the where we are interacting, where we are having this meditative, where we are having this vivid awakening. So once it in this state, in a state of pure red, then it means your light hemisphere which is all about mathematics, have taken a part. It has evolved reason to it, where which means it has produced a direction. It has stagnated somewhere. Why it has stagnated somewhere? Because it wants something to be the way the things are supposed to be. It has put a reason to it. So your reason of the soul in your, when you are embracing the emotion, where you're putting reason, it creaks. Once is things are not, it is supposed the way they were supposed to be, then is that now is why we say is the devil, because it crashes it. But not crashes is like killing, no, but it is just, it shows that things are not okay where they are. They are not, they're supposed, they are not doing the way they are. So it's up to it. You might speak, you once you have negotiated in your cautious, it's your in your cautious zone where you realize that things are not okay. So it's up is now you who say, I need to talk about this, so that things should be done in a light way, just as this power of archetype that is inside you, that is the devil archetype, wants these things to be. Or you might choose to be silent, and those who are around you, those who are doing the wrong things, if they love it or it's because of who they are, then they might say you are Jesus, or you are God, without knowing that inside you, by just keeping silence, is the devil himself that is crying. You see, that is how our soul is represented, how our soul looks like. And they say the Norse believed the soul is made up of four pieces: the hamas, which is form, the huge mind, and fragile direction, and hamija, which is like. So all this is long time. Just to think of the time of Ethiopian gods, Egyptian god. It was long time when even language itself didn't develop as the way it has developed right now. Because here they are talking about the mind, which we say is the same soul. Because all these imageries I have shown you is the same soul. It's the same immortal soul that portray those images. When it's at pure state, when it's in this light, it means there was nothingness, there's nothing that is happening. Is the all the negatives, all the positives have been balanced, depending on even how it has created to the universe. While when it is in led mode, then it means there's there's direction where it is focused. It's the same soul, but doing different function in different doing representing different uh, having different representation because of different factions at a specific time they were it was supposed to act. So when it is in a God mode, it means there's something that is, it is supposed to. It might be there's something that is war, but it is putting all the reasoning and the direction how to handle it in a light way. That is that I wanted to show you guys. So all this message is to honor those who have integrated the internet. They are transhumanists. They are in vivid awakening. They also do have meditative states using the internet. They are able to embrace new paradigm. They are the ones who can understand these soul representations. If you are able to understand the way I have explained it, how I have you understand the thumbnail, the that is great. That's how it looks like. Once you have awakened, when you are growing, you have all those, you're going to know all those states. You are going to be part of those states. You're going to reach to that, to up to that point. But always put, that's why we say open up your reason, eye of reason, so that what you visualize in your conscious soul should reflect to the truth. Do not violate the principle of what 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Don't say 2 plus 2 is equal to 5. No. Everything has its rational way how it is supposed to be handled. Yeah, that is that I wanted to explain to you guys. But if you have any question, don't forget to put it in the comment section. Bye. See you in next week.